Imagine clawing your way to the top, leaving nothing but chaos in your wake, only to find that the throne is colder and lonelier than you ever thought. This is Oz Cobb's story. His journey through Gotham has been ruthless, shocking, and it all comes down to this. Welcome, Gothamites. Today, we're breaking down the explosive finale of The Penguin. From family betrayals to brutal power plays, this episode is everything we hoped for and more. Oz Cobb's journey has left us questioning. Is he the kingpin of Gotham or just another monster? Buckle up. It's time for a deep dive into the darkest corners of Gotham's underworld. The Haunting of Francis Cobb. The finale opens with a reflective yet haunting scene. Francis Cobb, Oz's mother, is being interrogated by Dr. Julian Rush, and we see her devastated by her sons' deaths, Benny and Jack. In this opening flashback, we get a glimpse of her guilt and trauma as she relives the night her boys died, and what she believes Oz's role was in it. As we dig deeper, we learn that Francis may have always suspected that Oz was responsible, if not directly, then perhaps by his neglect. Mobster Rex Calabrese pays her a visit and tries to console her, offering to cover funeral expenses. But Francis resists any offer of sympathy. Her resentment and disappointment in Oz's character are clear, and when Rex suggests she embrace Oz's ambition for the potential it holds, she outright rejects the idea, even asking Rex to kill her own son. This scene is more than a flashback. It's the moment that defines Francis's fractured relationship with Oz. A mother's love, a son's ambition, and the unspoken darkness between them cast a long shadow over the rest of the episode. Sophia's deadly power move. Fast forward to the present. Oz is now Sophia's prisoner. After the explosion in the drug lab, Sophia has Oz right where she wants him, and she's out for blood. She brings out Francis, who's held as leverage, and forces Oz to confront his past. We get this chilling moment where Sofia tells a story about a nest of baby birds, where the smallest of them killed its siblings just for attention, mirroring Oz's relationships. The psychological game Sofia plays here cuts deep. Sofia taunts Oz, demanding he admit he killed his brothers. But Oz won't give her the satisfaction, lashing out with insults. Francis, however, finally breaks, accusing Oz of killing Benny and Jack. She tells him she's always known, calling him the devil in her own house. This is one of the most powerful moments in the episode, bringing all that pent-up resentment and disappointment to the surface. And for Sofia, this moment is her ultimate power play. She's got Oz on the ropes, cornered both physically and emotionally. If you're as hooked as I am right now, hit that subscribe button, because I'll be covering every dark twist and turn as Oz's story unfolds. Escape and Alliance, the turning point. Oz escapes Sophia's clutches, taking his wounded mother to the hospital. And we see an almost tragic side of him here. For all his evil, there's still a part of him that's trying to hold on to the family he has left. But as Gotham's gangs close in, it's clear Oz is alone, until he finds an unexpected ally in Link, who, along with the Triad, decides to turn against Sofia. It's here that Oz's tactical mind shines. He doesn't have the brute force or the resources, but he has charisma and a strategic mind. By aligning with Link and the Triad, Oz cleverly sets up a coup against Sofia. When he traps her at her own estate, it's a thrilling, poetic reversal that no one saw coming. Oz shows here that he may be broken, but he's not done fighting. The ultimate betrayal. Vic's heartbreaking end. Perhaps the most shocking twist of all comes with Oz's betrayal of his loyal friend, Vic. Now this moment hit hard. Vic, who's stuck with Oz through everything, believing in him when no one else did, becomes the victim of Oz's ambition. In a gut-wrenching scene, Oz thanks Vic for his loyalty, then mercilessly chokes him to death. Watching Oz kill the one person who truly cared for him confirms that he's crossed a line he can't return from. The transformation is complete. Oz Cobb has become the ruthless crime lord we all feared he would be. He stripped away the last piece of his humanity in the process. This choice, Oz killing Vic, shows us that even the people who genuinely love him are just pawns. The series couldn't have chosen a more brutal way to illustrate Oz's descent. The Final Showdown, Oz versus Sofia. And now we come to the final confrontation. Sofia, realizing her end is near, decides to burn down her family's estate, symbolizing the end of her family's reign in Gotham. But Oz is one step ahead. With Link and the Triad on his side, he corners Sofia at her family's hangar. What we get here is a tense standoff, and for a moment, it feels like Oz will shoot Sofia, ending her once and for all. But shockingly, he doesn't. Instead, he lets the GCPD arrest her, marking the ultimate humiliation. Sophia's defeated, and Oz is now the kingpin of Gotham. This decision not to kill Sofia is perhaps Oz's cruelest victory. By sparing her, he ensures that she lives with her own failure, stripped of everything she once controlled. Oz's tragic endgame, a lonely throne. In the final scenes, we see Oz at the La Couronne Hotel, talking to his now vegetative mother. He's achieved everything he ever wanted, and yet he's still searching for validation. He asks his unresponsive mother to tell him she's proud of him, but her silence is devastating. All of Oz's sacrifices, all of the cruelty, have left him alone on a throne of his own making. And in a poetic twist, the camera pans up to show the bat signal lighting up over Gotham, signaling that a new threat, Batman, is on the horizon. It's a haunting reminder that while Oz may have won the battle, he hasn't won the war. This isn't a victory. It's a hollow triumph that leaves him lonelier and more monstrous than ever. What a journey, right? The finale of The Penguin was a masterclass in storytelling. Oz Cobb rose to the top, but it came at the ultimate cost. He's lost everyone he once cared about and transformed into a man even his own mother can't be proud of. So, where does that leave us? This episode perfectly sets up The Batman, Part 2, with Oz now established as one of Gotham's most dangerous criminals. But with Batman in the picture, Oz may find himself facing an enemy who's every bit as determined as he is. Thank you for joining me on this dark journey through Gotham's underworld. What did you think of Oz's choices? Are you excited to see him face off with Batman? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more breakdowns, reviews, and recaps from the world of Gotham.